Happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another week of the San Diego Prep Insider Baseball Show. And this one is a weird alternate reality where I am now the hat person. We get to see what the top of Tommy Morris's head looks like. And Dave is going to talk pitching. I'm just kidding about that last one. Dave's still going to talk all sorts of walk-offs, dingers. You got your top 10. We don't care about putting out our top 10 because we put him in front of the social media heat on that one. Yeah, you literally did once copy-paste Bodie's. And then we all copy-pasted Bodie's and we threw him under the bus that week. So guys, look. We're down to a little over a week left in the season, so now is the tap the fingers and go, oh, this is getting juicy. So when we get back next week, we'll probably have all the league champions figured out. There's already a couple. Point Loma has already clinched a league title. I know Patrick Henry and UC are down to a battle. We'll get to that later in the show. Scripps Ranch keeps running away with the Western League. Poway's going to win the Poway. There's some things are falling in place, but next week, come back, we will have the all league champions edition of the show. Until then, we usually start in this direction.
Let's do it.
So why break with tradition? Right. Thought I was going to you there. Tommy Triples will get ready for it. Dave, you going to knock this one out of the park?
I'm top 10?
Yeah, I was going with that. I thought we were doing the home run motif.
That's too boring.
Okay.
Gotta go with
fair enough.
Gotta go with some big words. All right, let's do the top 10.
Let's do the top 10. And here's how I want to do this. Tommy, based off of just voice sounds, like you react to each one of Dave's rankings as just you play the role of San Diego baseball fan.
And full disclosure, I've not seen the rankings yet.
Yeah, no, we have no idea what Dave's about to say.
Genuine rankings.
All right, Dave, let's go 10-1.
All right, just because you guys love this, I'm going to get two teams in the top 10 right now. Wow. The number 10. Scripps Ranch and Madison are tied for 10. Number 9.
Wait, we did the bit. We're going to.
I threw the bat. That was
silence on it.
I said 2 number 10.
Okay, fair enough. Number 9.
LCC.
Whoa.
Torrey, number 8. Helix 7. Classical 6.
Hey.
Sage Creek 5.
Wow.
Point Loma 4. Just a look on that one. RB number 3.
They're back.
Poway 2.
Yep.
Got Eastlake number 1 this week again.
Duh.
Really, you say duh?
Yeah.
I mean,
Poway. Yeah.
Both teams have 4 losses. Both teams. I will make an argument for Poway, and you'll see. I could release the group texts where I've been berated by the SDPI staff 2 times this season, and truly take that man's phone away from him. And that was once when I voted San Marcos number 1 in the county for football. And everyone thought that Jason Texler had come and stolen my phone and was voting on my behalf. And I got thoroughly shamed a couple weeks later when they started losing. And then also the last couple of weeks when I've been banging away at Poway number 1, having Eastlake as low as 3.
I've been getting shamed for my marinara omelets that nobody likes.
Yeah, I thought you were like a Maranatha fan, but it turns out you were actually riding Marinara the whole time. Dave, quick segue. Would you put marinara on an omelet?
No.
All right, good.
Try it. I'm telling you, it's good. It's really good. You want to see all my pictures I send everybody?
No. Nobody wants to see your marinara. Look, if you want to see Tommy's marinara, go find him on Instagram at Real Tommy Morris. All right, so we got game balls and all that to talk about. You got game balls, though?
I do.
Tommy, let's go over to Tommy Triples for his game balls this week.
All right, you put him at number 6, and I'm glad you did because I mentioned him, I feel like, every week. Classical Academy's Tim Beauchamp with 2 RBIs and their win over Santa Fe Christian. That puts him at 7-1 in league. They're technically in first right now, but they still have some more games to play.
Technically.
Santa Fe, well, I mean, they are in first, but it's not. They're in first. But what I'm saying is they still have to finish the rest of their schedule. Santa Fe Christian, 7-4, right behind them, but have played more games. James Teets from Ramona, 2 for 3 with 5 RBIs in their win, their 10-8, win over San Pasquale. So Ramona is back. We mentioned them last time.
They're back.
Zachary Ferris from Grossmont, 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs in their win over Helix. Helix top 10 team, as you just found out. Grossmont is knocking on the door. Oh man, my voice leaving me. Hold on. All right.
Getting a little emotional about Grossmont
Yes,
being knocking on the
Grossmont.
door, man. I'm sorry.
sorry.
It's okay. They're going to be okay in the postseason. Back-to-back.
Last one, CCA's Sam Garewal, 2 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and a huge win for the Ravens over La Costa Canyon.
We need to put that on the poll. Are LCC and CCA too similarly named? Hold on.
Technically, no, because they don't have
Yeah.
letters, but
How many syllables?
No, they have all the C's.
oh, they're right. Yeah, that's right. See, both. Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're still just emotional about Grossmont. It's okay, man. We're going to get through it.
Go Foothillers.
All right, so Dave, do you want to go dingers? Do you want to go walk-offs? Do you want to go game balls?
I just want to ask your opinion. What about a good segment for next year?
Okay.
Highlighting freshmen that get called up on varsity late in the season during this time of year.
Why wait till next year? This sounds like you already have this segment prepped.
I do.
Yes!
I do.
I'm sorry, I was yelling.
This will go game. This will start my game balls off.
All right, so we are starting a subset of game balls. This is a subreddit of our game balls situation.
Freshies.
Hashtag, all right, this is reddit.com/gameballs/freshmen.
Freshman spotlight, right?
Specifically freshmen that have been, it's a really, look, we're gonna make a lot of grandiose claims about we're the best high school sports show in the city and the country, but look, there is literally nowhere on earth, I'm assuming, where you can find a sports show dedicated to late season freshman call-ups doing well in San Diego high school baseball. So, Dave, that being said, take over the entire world of this market, please.
This is probably my favorite game ball of the day. Jason Wright, Westview freshman, called up his first varsity game against Granite Hills, who is an incredible team. 2 for 3 with a double. Congrats to you. First at bats as a freshman. Rest of your career, just let it ride, man.
Now, Dave, what was your first game as a freshman on varsity like?
Gosh, well, I got called up pretty quick, so
Humble brag.
I think I struggled a little at the plate. I was up for my defense, but, I hit a couple triples here and there, and it's on the varsity for the rest of my career. So.
Do you remember who the first game was against?
It was against Scripps Ranch. I was
Tommy?
really scared.
It was in a tournament. I was a freshman. I didn't know I was supposed to go to the tournament, so I missed the first game. I was not aware that I was given the opportunity. So the second game, we were playing Guajome Park, winning by a lot, so I got to bat, and I had a pop fly in the infield, and nobody touched it. So that counted as a single, and I made sure the stat guy counted it correctly as a single. So, because I wanted to be on max preps.
Memory, man.
You don't forget things like that.
That was a long time ago for me, so I'm starting to forget. All right, game balls.
I would just like to point out I was buried as a bullpen catcher that year. I don't have a story to tell. I just don't have a freshman varsity member.
It never got to hit the rest of the year. But
I played a freshman varsity winter ball game because a couple of the guys just didn't show up and they needed somebody to go stand in right field.
I only got to do it for tournaments, but yes.
All right, last game balls here. Morris beat Lincoln.
Are we still talking about freshmen, or are we're done with the freshmen? Jason.
We're going to start
One freshman.
our news
Jason was our
segment,
freshman. Okay.
and
All right, so back to Morris.
Speaking of triples, Morris beat Lincoln 15-7. Lawrence Nelson went 4 for 6 with a triple. Josh Takuro went 4 for 6 with a triple. Nohan Edmerson went 3 for 6 with a triple.
What?
Highlighting the guys with triples because that was my favorite hit when I was playing. And game ball to Point Loma, like you said, they win the Eastern League. Huge congrats to you guys. I've got them really high up on my list because of their record. You guys better do well the rest of the year. I'm rooting for you guys. Dane Kelsey, classical catcher. He's thrown out 13 runners this year. That's a 650 percentage of throwing guys out. That's the best in the county. Part of the reason why classical is in my top 10. They are not letting anyone get beyond first and second base. And if they do,
then they're getting them out at third.
They're getting thrown out. So, yeah, congrats to all you guys game balls today.
All right, so we got walk-offs from both of you, correct? So, Tommy, you have at least one walk-off that I know that you were dying to talk about, or like you had to talk about because this guy forbade it from being on the show. Look, I'm just super glad that baseball season, being a sport that I care a ton about, does not involve my school ever being good at baseball, so that I don't have to get into these kind of situations. So, Tommy, what is the walk-off that you would like to celebrate?
Yeah, Patrick Henry, Jonathan Marshall, down by 2 outs, bases loaded, bases clearing double. And if you do the math on that, it puts you up. And if you're home, that's a walk-off. So, big win there. Yes.
See, that's That's burying the lead, and that's being open and honest.
Yes.
Now you're getting emotional. Everyone's crying around me today.
Feeling upset about that one.
All right. So, any other walk-offs for you? Or that was your
That was my
your
one.
walk-off. All right. So, Dave, what do you got in the sense of walk-offs this season? Or this week?
I've got some dingers actually. No, that was,
We're going dingers first.
That was
okay.
the only walk-off that we had on our list, right? So
Apologize for producing a terrible show.
that's all right. Aaron Garcia, Olympian, home run number 3
Keeps hitting them.
versus Mater Dei. I got to give him a shout out because he's, like you said, he's been on fire the last part of the season here. Rancho Bernardo beat Del Norte 7-1. One of my biggest surprises this year, Jackson Castillo. He's got 2 home runs. He now has 6 home runs. That's a very impressive number for a kid his age. He's still got a lot of time left in high school. Quincy Scott, Mission Hills, 2 for 3 home run against Torrey. Billy Tellis, leading the county in home runs for Steel Canyon. He hit his 10th home run against Monte Vista.
Double digits.
It's pretty incredible, especially with these BB cores, these dead BB cores. It's hard to hit bombs. San Pasquale beat Ramona 4-1. Josh Tuttle.
That might seal up league for San Pasquale. They might now officially mathematically be champions.
Only got like 7 losses on the year. They're having a really good year.
Sneaky good.
Guys-
Back-to-back champs, man.
Guys that hit home runs in that game. Josh Tuttle hit a home run. EJ Edelman hit a home run. And
Is
one
that Jack Tuttle's younger brother? We'll have to find out.
that's probably one Tuttle in the last in all of baseball, in all of high school baseball.
There's a Jack Tuttle who was a quarterback at Mission Hills.
Yeah. That's not a common last name, right? I want to give a shout out to Anthony Hall, a big reason why Point Loma won league this year. This guy is swinging a hot stick. He had a home run against Claremont to seal the.
department's on
R&D right now.
And Coronado beat Mira Mesa. Toby Brown, 2-run home run for Coronado, and Gabe Jones, who's having a great year. He hit 2 home runs for Mira Mesa. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough in their loss, but congrats
to
to
get
you.
you on the show, though.
Having a big season, Gabe. Yeah, keep swinging it, man.
All right. So is that you got any game balls left for you there, or that's
man.
everything for you this week?
all my
Do we have any confirmations or denials on? You're on the Indiana football website now after
find it.
after a specific transfer happened there.
I do have one more comment.
Please. Oh, okay. Look, this was another one where I was trying to just hope that nobody would remember that we have to address this because, look, I'm not salty about the winner, but San Diego, I'm salty about your lack of understanding how good my team was. I'm really not a fan of like, Dave.
We tried
Dave,
hard,
let's read this in reverse order of least amount of likes to most amount of likes.
So, Team Some Bros, which is your team,
Yes.
obviously, 629 votes.
Which you are.
Epic. That's a lot of votes. It's a lot of votes. Hey,
But it's dead last.
Good job.
It's
Lots of
dead
votes.
last.
second place, Team Fan Vote.
I was behind the fans randomly voting for people.
717 votes. Great job, guys. Thanks for the votes. Second place, unfortunately, Team Dave Stingers, 881 votes. That's
So we're in the 600s for one team, the 700. So like
Impressive.
some bros was 200 behind. You were all trash.
and the winner of this year's fantasy high school
We already know he would. Yeah.
baseball draft
Yes.
in the best city, San Diego, Team Sparkplug. Congrats, Tommy.
Tommy, how does it feel?
Did you know there's also a Josh Tuttle who lives in Indianapolis, Indiana, who is a project manager for Salesforce?
Wait. So you're telling me that he doubles as a project manager
That
after
guy
he
is
hits Jax?
busy.
That's all I can find in my R&D department. Sorry. Thank you for voting for me, though. I guess.
The fact that we have an in-show R&D department, super fine with that.
My only R&D I do, Twitter and Wikipedia. That generally doesn't work out for me, but yeah.
All right, so
Your
folks,
team is good. That's all I got to say, Tommy. I'm looking over your team. Congrats to Team Sparkplug,
his team is fast.
squad.
We'll get all right.
Spark plugs.
Yeah. Folks, thank you as always for sticking around with us, especially in this bizarro I wear the hats. These guys do the baseball show we had today. But look, we'll be back, like I said, next week with our last regular. I think next week's our last regular season one, and then we get ready for playoffs, and then it becomes the three of us in here at 9:30 at night, tired as all heck, doing 40 takes because Dave, just for the life of him, cannot get the right school in the right bracket.
That seems to be every year.
Or he goes, comments in the middle of one. Like these are easy. Just know that when it gets to playoffs, like it's not back-breaking work, but just know we get a little tired. So the product quality is all downhill from here. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week, sports fans.